To get mods into Beat Saber, all you need to do is grab BS Manager. The link to their Discord and the GitHub page will be in the description down below. Once you head over here, you want to scroll down and click on the BS Manager setup for 1.5.1 or whatever the latest version is. Now once it's downloaded, you'll want to go ahead and click Setup and it'll start installing. Wait for it to install and it'll do the normal checking for updates and all that, and it'll launch up with this. You won't see any of what I have here. These are my already installed things. But the first thing you want to do is head to the bottom left to the settings wheel and choose what platform you are on. So if you have Beat Saber on Steam, you'll want to click that and then log in. If you're on the Oculus store, you'll want to click on that and then log in. From here, you want to go down and click select all here. And if you want, you can change your installation folder or location to where all these Beat Saber instances will be installed, though the default is just fine. And at the very bottom will be a whole bunch of different languages, and then you don't need to worry about all this stuff down here. So once you've logged in, head to the left side just above the cogwheel, the plus sign, and it'll be add version. Now, this is where you get to choose what version of Beat Saber you want to download. So currently this is the latest version, as the topmost version up here will be always your default install of Beat Saber, whether it's on the Oculus or Steam. So you can see mine's on Steam, it is the latest version. I recommend either getting 1.39.1, as that's what BS Manager uses and what I use as well, or go back to 2023 and use 1.29.1. Though this version is going to be decommissioned at a later point for score submissions, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. So either way, I recommend 1.39.1 here. So when you click on it, click download, and then it'll pop up with you needing to log in to either your Steam or Oculus again. So we'll start downloading Beat Saber with this progress bar at the bottom, and I'll come back to you once it's done. Alright, now that it's done, you'll want to click on your newly installed Beat Saber, and I'm pretty positive you won't see all of these options, but you're able to click launch options and you can select on what you want pinned up here. So FPFC, if you click that, will mean that the game will launch in desktop mode and you don't need to have a headset connected to actually get into the game. Oculus mode is so that if you're a Steam user and you have a Oculus headset, you don't need to launch up Steam VR in order to play it. Or if you have some sort of headset that uses a different runtime than Oculus or Steam VR, you can click the skip Steam VR and pin that. So I'm going to leave this as it was. And here's the fun part. So you click over to mods up here and you can see a ton of already suggested mods in this manager. So there will be a few that were auto selected. You just leave those. So the mods that I recommend getting, and these are just the basic simple mods that'll get you started in this, is getting first mapping extensions. There's a lot of really cool maps that you can play with mapping extensions. Same with a Noodle here. Go down a little further and you can see these mods. These aren't clicked before, I just clicked these, but Practice plugin will help you rewind and adjust note speeds in practice mode if you want to practice a certain section, so it'll help out a lot. iForgar displays the last notes that you hit and which directions you hit them in the pause menu. You don't need slice details, and intro skip will just help if a song has a long intro or outro. You can just click the trigger buttons and it'll skip that all the way up to either a bomb section, note coming up, or a wall. Hit score visualizer. You don't necessarily need this, but there are a lot of visualizers that you're able to see your score a lot better than the default one. Just help out with not needing to pay attention to the tiny numbers that are originally there. Better song list is in the name and improves the bass song filtering. Then get Beat Leader and Score Saber. These are the two scoring leaderboards for the game. I recommend getting highlight bombs so that you can see there's a white edge that will appear around the bombs now with this mod, so there's a lot easier to see in dark environments. Custom Saber light, this is how you can actually use custom sabers. If you're on 1.29.1, it'll be Saber Factory, or if you want, you can still use custom Saber light. Enhancements isn't a necessary thing, but it is just nice to have a clock in your main menu or in game so you can know what time it is while you're playing. Alright, here's a few that you will need, well, not necessarily need, but it really helps out. So the first one is JD Fixer. There's a lot of maps that have really close like note spawns or extremely far note spawning. So this mod will actually help you adjust and dial in exactly what you want, so how far you want your notes to spawn in so that you feel comfortable enough playing. Forgot to mention here, if you download a mod from the Discord, all you need to do is exactly how we did with the Beat Saber Plus. You will drag the, let's say this MP3, let's pretend that's a plugin, you drag that into the plugins folder, or if the mod itself has a plugins folder, just drag and drop it just into the folder itself. Sound replacer is if you want to change your hit sounds from the default slashing noise. Gotta go fast is not necessary, but it'll help with load times between going into songs and out of songs. Keeping overrides, please, will keep your environment whatever you choose, because sometimes it'll get rid of that. There's a lot of songs that use chroma, so be sure to grab that. And that's pretty much all of what I recommend getting right now. You can look through the rest of these and read on the side exactly what they do, so you can see if you want to install that as well. So once you've clicked everything that you wanted, go ahead and click install or update, and let that go through. Now there's one last thing for you to install before anything else. So go into the top right, open folders, and you're going to be taken to the Beat Saber instance folder. Now go into the description and go down to the link that'll take you to the Discord for Hard CPP, aka Chatplex, and you'll want to go to Beat Saber Plus releases. And if you're on 1.39, download this latest one here. Or if you're on 1.29.1, you'll want to scroll up a little further to this hotfix version. Once you click download, open up the zip file and copy over the plugins folder just directly into the main directory of the game. So now that you've done that, you can go ahead and close out everything, go back to launch. And I recommend the first time just going and clicking FPFC so you're in desktop mode and making sure everything launches here. So let's launch this up. If a Windows security pops up, just click allow so that you can play online in the game. And also sometimes BS Manager does get stuck above here and your mouse will get stuck in the middle and you can't do anything. Just either press the Windows key or Alt Tab and you can tab into the game now. So now that we are in game, you can see that there is a lot of different things here. First of all, there's the whole mod menu on the left side that has each individual mod that you just installed. And inside of the option here, there is mod settings that you can change things from here as well. First things first, don't worry about anything here. We're going to go into Beat Saber Plus. And it'll welcome you, just click OK, and you'll see a lot of things grayed out and a lot of things that aren't. So if you don't plan on streaming this game, I recommend that you can just go into settings and disabling chat emote rain, chat requests, and disabling song overlay. Now a few things that I do recommend turning on is game tweaker, menu music, and note tweaks, and then you can back out. These will be the only things that are enabled in your game. The multiplayer plus is exactly what it says. It'll allow you to play with your friends or any multiplayer lobbies using this same mod. Game Tweaker allows you to adjust exactly what the game kind of looks like to help with some performance issues, like removing all debris. That'll help with visuals that the blocks will slice in half. That'll completely remove the slicing and the notes will just disappear. Roll particles, you can see all around here. Remove that. It turns it off and on. Cut particles, exactly how it says. Basically everything here is exactly what it says it does. Menu music will play whatever custom song you have in the game just while you're sitting in the menu. All you have to do is click on the music provider and click custom music, and you'll see in the top left here a player will pop up and it'll play just whatever custom song you have at random here. And then finally we have Note Tweaker. This will allow you to create custom sizes for your notes or individual notes. So you can have a little dot here, you can change the size of the arrow, you can change the size of the note itself. So you can mess around with that. If you don't even want the dot, or if you want just the default notes itself, just disable Note Tweaker and it'll be the default notes as they were. So head back to the main menu, we're gonna head over to camera 2, and this will allow you to adjust what the desktop view sees. So first of all, you do not need to have the render scale at 1.3, you can turn that down. Same with anti-aliasing, you can turn that down as well. And there's a lot of different things here that all of this does not affect what you actually see, but what other people are watching you as if you're screen sharing or streaming the game. Counters plus will allow you to adjust what your HUD looks like. You'll be able to change different things, add different things like PB here, or what your average cut is. And you can move around using the different distances as you see here. Move it up and down, and you just mess around with this. Create what you like as your HUD. Enhancements, this just allows you to add a clock like it is up top, or timers, break time, volume assistance, basically some extra things that may help. Now better song search here is, as it says, better song search, you're able to adjust when a song was uploaded. So I can do just this month, and these are all songs that were uploaded in the past month. Same with the jump distance, how many notes per second there are, if you have a local score on it or already or not, or you can just type in a song name here. Now we click into solo here, we click into mods in the corner, and you can see that there are chroma, custom sabers, camera 2, so just a ton of different things that you can see. Camera 2, don't worry about that. Same with chroma, you'll want to turn on custom environments, and if you don't want the song to actually adjust what your game looks like what environment it uses, do disable environment enhancements. Custom sabers, you don't need to worry about that. Easy offset, this is exactly how I explained when installing it. All you need to do is click on this user guide and just watch the videos going through, following exactly what they say. Intro skip, you don't need to worry about that. JD Fixer, exactly what I showed, what I told you. You want to click enable, and you can adjust exactly where the notes will be coming at you with. And then finally, practice plugin, and just click start with full energy. If you click the eye here, it'll allow you to adjust what is visible in the mod menu. So you can just disable camera 2, custom sabers, intro skip, practice plugin, and then it'll just be the essentials that you want. So now that we see everything here, back out of the game, and when I go into the Discord. So in the Discord, we're going to go to Beat Saber modding group. The link as well will be in the description down below. And this is where you get the majority of your mods and models. So depending on what version you have, we're going to scroll down on the left side and you can see PC mod archives. And this is where all of the mods have been archived for your specific version. And there are a ton of mods people have made, and they are very nice to use. Forgot to mention here, if you download a mod from the Discord, all you need to do is exactly how we did with the Beat Saber Plus. You will drag the, let's say this MP3, let's pretend that's a plugin. You'll drag that into the plugins folder. Or if the mod itself has a plugins folder, just drag and drop it just into the folder itself. We'll scroll back up to PC models in the public releases, and this is how you can get custom sabers and custom notes, even custom avatars if you really want. Let's say you found a saber that you like, you'll just want to click down on here and then go into the folder location for the game. You'll see that there's a custom sabers folder here. Grab your download file for the saber and drag and drop it into custom sabers. And it is that easy to install custom sabers into the game. Or an alternative to this is you can just go into the models tab up here and search for avatar sabers, blocks, or even custom platforms if you have that mod. So all you need to do is in the specific category, click on add, and you can see a bunch of different platforms or a bunch of different sabers that are available to you just from this download menu. Same thing will go for custom notes. If you did install it in the mods tab, it'll just say custom notes instead of custom sabers. Now from here, I have another link in the description to the ACK-Champ community, and this is how you can get the hit score visualizers or different hit scores compared to the normal one. So scroll down to playlist and configs and click on HSV configs, and you can look at a ton of different hit score visualizers that people have made. So this is the default version of what I use actually, and I just modified it a little bit for my liking. So we'll just click download here for the JSON file. Still in here, go into user data and hit score visualizer here and drag your JSON file that you just downloaded, the hit score, and put it into there. Now once again, we can launch back up the game and you will see that we have a custom hit score now and custom sabers. Oh, also, this will pop up when you first install a custom sabers. Just click yes. It'll break things if you click no. There'll be a lot of things broken about custom platforms or sabers. So then go to the left side and click custom saber. And you can see we have now custom sabers. And in hit score visualizer, you don't get to see it right now, but you'll be able to click on this, click select, and now you have a custom hit score. And you can turn on bloom. Bloom looks nice, but you don't have to have it on. Now heading back into the BSMG, you want to scroll down to game sounds, and this is how you can get custom hit sounds, custom bad hit sounds, or custom menu clicking sounds. There are a lot here that you can just click and listen to. Let's say I want this one. You'll click download and you'll download the .ogg file. Once again, head into the Beat Saber main folder. I forgot to mention here, before you actually do anything, you want to go in the game and click on the sound replacer so that the folder will actually be made. So with your sound, you want to drag it into the user data and sound replacer folder. And then we can launch up the game once again here and head over to sound replacer. And then whatever I want as this hit sound, all you need to do is just click on this tab and change it to what it is. So you can have multiple different sounds with different names as long as it's a .ogg file sound. And that'll be your new hit sound. So I'll change this to the clicking sound here. And you can hear it's the tapping sound effect that I just got. Some hit sounds are a little bad and have delays, so you need to adjust it in some sort of audio software like Audacity and adjust it to be the correct timing for whatever you are trying to put it as. Or you can just use whatever sound file you want as long as it's a .ogg file and you put it into that folder. And finally, we've come to the end here where this is an alternative to getting custom songs if you don't want to look it up in game. Or this is how you get playlists. So you want to open up Google and search up Beat Saber with a V.com, and you can search up songs up here. You can have filters going. You can adjust your note jump speed and all that, or you can click on playlists here and search up what playlist you want, or just scroll through the many ones that are here. So let's say I want to look up ACK. There are a ton of different ACK playlists that you can click on. And when you click on it, click on the cloud with the download arrow here. It'll one click and it'll quick install all of the maps here. Might take a little bit as sometimes there are a ton of maps in a playlist. Now finally, heading back into the game, you can click on solo and you'll see in custom levels here, you'll see whatever playlist you just installed with all of your songs you just got. And with that, I do believe this is the end of how you can actually mod Beat Saber on PC. So thank you very so much for watching. I hope this helped any of you out with a little more in-depth of getting into modding the game. And I will see you all in the next video, or when I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I stream on Twitch, Beat Saber.